and welcome to the channel again. And today I decided to pick a topic and on triggers to child sexual abuse. What are these triggers? What are these things that makes the child vulnerable, or what are these things that makes the child? We hear about sexual abuse on internet. If you read, there's no day or no week that passes by that you don't hear of rape, secondary school, primary school, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. It happens between parents, uncles. You know, what are these triggers? So today I have Mrs. Ijeoma Igwesi. You know, she's got it all. You know, I keep bringing her to the channel because she knows it. She knows it. So she's going to tell us those triggers to the child sexual abuse today. So Ma, welcome to the channel.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. Hello viewers, I'm glad to be here once again. Thank you.
Okay, so and today we want to discuss about triggers to the child sexual abuse. What are these things we hear on the internet about child abuse, child this, it happens 6 years, 5 years, all sets, all ages, you know, it happens between uncles, cousins, teachers, to you know, it's happening. So we want her to, we're here to, I think she should explain to us what are these triggers to the child sexual, those things that causes this sexual abuse, children and others. So she's seated here and she's going to talk to us on that today. So I would like you to sit back and enjoy yourself as you listen. So Ma, welcome to the studio.
Thank you once again. It's a pleasure to be here. I like the statement you made when you were introducing me. You said the things that make children vulnerable to child sexual abuse.
Okay.
Child sexual abuse is so rampant now. What we don't know or what we have failed to understand is why they are happening. The number one thing is poor parenting. Parents do not know what they should do, or they are not doing what they should do in the lives of their children. That's number one. An intentional parent will hardly have their children sexually molested or abused. There are different things. There's a difference between molestation and abuse, but let's leave that for another day.
Okay.
Let's just focus on the triggers. Number one, I said, is poor parenting. Parents not doing what they should do. And one of the things they don't do right is our parents, especially in our African environments, do not give adequate attention to sexuality education.
That's true. We believe it does not exist.
Early child sex education is very important.
Yes,
we don't do it. I remember when I was growing up, the only sex education my sister was like my mother then gave to me. You are now a grown-up girl. Any day boy touches you like this, you will get pregnant. I was imagining. Imagine a boy just touch you and you get pregnant. And I was growing with that fear. But you can't try it with the generation we
You
have
can't
today.
don't even listen
Because
to
they will like somebody to touch them.
Yes.
And they are not pregnant.
They are not pregnant and they
So
look back.
we should give premium to early and adequate sex education, sexuality education.
Okay.
It's not just sexual, let it be adequate.
Okay.
You know, there is what we call balanced diets.
Okay.
We should give balanced teaching about sex.
Sex.
Let's demystify some of the things about sex.
Wow.
All the things, please don't tell children that sex is bad. Tell them the types of sex and the sex that is bad. Sex is bad outside marriage.
Sex is bad outside marriage. Sex is good, but it's bad
It's
outside
bad outside marriage. Let's demystify it. And when you're giving a child sex education, depending on the age of the child, know the terms you use.
Okay.
Bring it the way they will understand it. Don't leave some things hanging that will, hold their imagination.
Yes.
They will not be wishing to. What
Yes,
do
they want to
mean by
know.
this?
They want to,
What
yes.
does it- Make it simple. Make it plain. Use plain language.
Okay.
Make it something they can relate with.
Oh, nice.
Balanced sex education early enough. Somebody may ask, when do I start? That's another question.
Yeah.
As soon as your child is able to recognize their body parts.
Okay.
This is my head,
Yeah.
this is my mouth,
Yeah.
this is my leg. As soon as the child is able to recognize body parts, start child education, sex education with them. Differentiate the body parts, private parts, public parts.
Public parts.
And tell them why this part is public and why this part is private.
Okay.
And don't forget to tell them, mention the parts that are private, and they are private because no other person should touch them.
Touch those
They are
parts.
for you. That's why they are private.
Yeah.
And when you're talking to them, mention the sex organs by their real name. Don't say kokoro, your tanta, your babala. Call it the real
Your
name.
Jesus,
Call it penis.
your Jerusalem,
You
your
call it
supermarket.
penis. Call it vagina. Call
Yeah.
it their breast. Their lips is a sex organ.
Wow.
Yes, because nobody should kiss a
Mm.
child. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Kissing stimulates emotion.
it does.
So by the time you allow a child to
And even touching too.
touching, that's when nobody should touch.
Mhm.
There are 5 safety rules. We can't talk about them now.
Okay, okay.
Let's just focus on what
That will be in our next video, our
there
next
are
meeting.
5 safety rules
Okay.
about sex. Body safety rules. But the triggers one, poor parenting, inadequate sex education.
Okay.
Another thing is carelessness.
Okay.
We are too careless, we leave our child with anybody and everybody.
Mm.
If you look around, Miss Anne, in your relationship, note those who entered into relationship through rape. Their relationships don't last.
They don't last. They
Because
don't
it
last.
was connected out of pain
Out
or
of
out
pain.
of emotion.
Yeah.
And many times people who molest or abuse children sexually, 80% of the time they are people the child knows very well.
Oh dear. Did you hear that?
Either uncles that come to the house,
Yeah.
aunties in the house.
In the
And
house.
please don't mention child sex abuse.
Mm.
Girls are being abused, boys are being
Being
abused.
abused.
Let's not just take only the girl child.
Mhm. We are so much about just the girl child.
No,
And maybe because of the nature of the young man, the boys,
they
they are-
internalize their pain.
yes, they internalize their pains because of the existing ego in the man.
The
Even when the
mind.
man is small, the mind still remains the man.
Exactly.
So they tend not to tell you. They want to hold back. But the child is also, I mean, the boy is also abused. In as much as the girl is abused, the child, the boy is also abused.
Abused.
So,
And an abused child, the tendency to become an abused adult is very high.
wow.
If a child is sexually abused and it was not properly handled, maybe another time we'll talk about how to handle a child that's abused.
Okay.
If it's not properly handled, one or two things will happen. Is either the child grows to hate sex
Oh.
and hate everybody of the opposite sex,
Okay.
if he was molested by the opposite sex, or the child becomes a sex maniac from a very tender age.
Mm-mm. It happens.
It's one of
I think
the-
I
one of
listened
the-
to one on internet sometime last year. She said she became that if this is life, then she continued. She was like, I have to do it because I felt it was part of the life. It was part of the life I have to live, and she was just living that life, and she has been in it, and it's painful. I watched that little girl, and it was really painful.
There are lots of them. I go to schools, I go to secondary schools, I interact with them, I go to fellowships, interact with teenagers, even those of them are in the who are in the church.
Yeah.
You are thinking they are very churches. When you hear them, after speaking one day, a teenager said, "Excuse mommy, all the things you say are true, but let me tell you, none of us here is a virgin." I'm talking of a
Wow.
crowd of more than 1,000 teenagers.
Wow.
And this was among the leaders, stood up to tell me that none of us here is a virgin. So that will tell you how far we have gone.
Wonderful.
I've mentioned 2 things that trigger it: poor parenting,
Poor parenting.
carelessness. We
Carelessness.
expose our children to neighbors, to friends. Just take care of this child. I am coming. Please, when they come back from school, take care of them.
Mm-mm.
We've got to the point that we are not mindful of where our children are.
Mm.
Another thing, early, premature,
Mm.
unguided exposure to the internet.
Mm-mm.
As an adult, when you're using the phone, what do you see?
Yeah.
Pop-up pictures.
Yes, yes.
Things. Your
Yes.
adult's mind will help you to concentrate on what you're doing.
Yeah.
But a child is inquisitive. What's the next thing?
Yeah.
They would like to see what is happening there.
Okay.
Early exposure. COVID-19 has done more harm in that area again. This
Because,
issue of online assignments.
online
this
assignments,
one.
online.
Do you check to find out what they are doing?
What they are doing, especially for phones that you see WhatsApp messages, videos are dropping every moment. They drop it, especially these platforms where they drop a lot of videos. Children, they pick your phone within that 2
Yes.
seconds before they go for the assignment. They watch a lot of videos. A lot of things happen within 2 seconds. Since the COVID-19, we have more cases of
Sexual abuse,
sexual abuse.
molestation,
Yes, we
things
have
like that.
more of these children exposed to these things. We do have them.
So exposure unguarded. How many of us have the appropriate filters on our phones? We just get Android phone and give to a child. No filters, no software protectors, nothing, no timing. We just allow them. That's another source of child abuse. Another one is loneliness.
Loneliness.
Many children are alone.
Many children are lonely.
They are lonely. That's the point back to poor parenting.
Yes, yes.
Because if you
That
understand,
we have a video on poor parenting and all that. That links us to
if you
the
know
video. If you
that
have not watched it, I think you
parenting
have to find it.
is the most important job, you cannot leave your child to be lonely. Many children are abused because they are staying with this person, they are staying with the other person. Emotional detachment. Some children, the parents are in the house. You are there, but you are assuming that you have kept them busy with toys, with gadgets. They are watching film. They don't have you.
They
The
don't
children
have you.
need your presence, not your presence.
Yeah.
Your presence, your being there. And many of them, they're inside the house. Some children are being abused, and the
Yes.
parents are there.
Hmm.
So these are the triggers.
Did you hear that I said
These
not
are the exposures.
in short, children need your presence, not your present.
Not to
You
what
are
you
present
bind
in the
into them.
building, but they need your presence. They need to feel the atmosphere of your environment, you're being around them. They need to feel it.
Not your
Not-
present, not what you're buying for
Not
them,
what
not
you're
the
buying
money.
for them,
They
not
need
the
you.
money, not you're there for them when they need something, you go get it.
Exactly.
Yes, but your presence around them, the children, they need your presence. So parents and sisters, brothers, if you're listening to this video, I think it's very important. We do the needful, we do the right thing. And for now, we'll call it a day. Thank you for watching, and please share our videos. Your subscription, it will be very important. Your comments are always welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please visit our YouTube channel, Ijeoma Igwesi, Family Matters Nigeria.
Yes.
And my YouTube channel, and Moses. Please, it's very important you hit the subscribe button, because if you're watching the videos, you have not hit the subscribe, it's time to be part of the family. Let's make it a family. Let's make it the big one. God bless you, and thanks for stopping by.
Thanks
Bye
for
from
your
here.
time. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Thanks so
Bye.
much, sis.
Thank
I
you.
enjoy what you're
I
doing.
really enjoy what
Keep
you're
moving
doing.
on.
God bless you.
Yes.
God bless you.